She will ask if Tibbs has his mask.
He probably has it in his office.
If someone could go like get it, so she could use it to walk around the resistance.
I think Faith can go get it.
Quinn is sitting by Tadashi, making sure no one kills him. And until that, again, I set out in this RP in this finale just to wrap up Quinn's arcs.
Okay.
Perseus, all that's done.
Okay.
When the battle begins, or the war finally begins, the invasion, whatever we're doing, Perseus will be mobilizing. So,
Okay.
Okay.
So until we get to the battle, Quinn is mobilizing Perseus and making sure no one kills Tadashi.
Okay.
All right, you guys. All right. It's a tense situation. Nobody
Anyway,
kills
I written down the
Tadashi.
mask for you, and she'll give the mask to Rain.
All right.
But if we can get the chip out of his head, if that's a thing that can happen, we could give the chip to Edie and cause some future problems for the elusive man if we need to. I don't think we need it very much, but it would be nice as a backup.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be
Yeah,
easier
you're
to
just
kill
hoping
him
he'll
and
die in
then do a
surgery.
biopsy to rip the chip out?
Yes, but somebody doesn't want him dead. And Quinn will look at, or Salo will look at Quinn.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't want to argue anymore.
Yeah, let's just get it out of his head.
The
Don't
docs
have
are
to
going to
kill him,
have to
just-
go in there to fix stuff anyway, so if they can get it out without killing him, fine.
Yeah.
Dr. Sohan says we should be able to do that. He won't be any better than he was before anyway.
Either way, if he does wake up, tell him that he should stay far, far, far away from me.
Okay, I think at this point, Faith is going to go out and make sure all the people are mobilized, and using her military experience to make sure everybody's mobilized, everything's going according to what they can do now. And also probably
Okay.
try and get one last punch at Tamias if he tries to hit on her.
I'm sure that will happen, yes. You can't get another renegade point, though.
I know,
That'll just
that's
be a
fine,
bonus.
that's fine. I just want to have one last hitting the.
Jess is like, free renegade points. Pah, pah,
No,
pah.
I don't need another renegade point. This is the last
Okay.
session anyway. I don't really know if we're gonna really need them.
Rain will probably be, while Faith is doing that, leaning against a wall in the hospital bay and has her fist clenched. And I think she would try and contact her mom, if that's possible.
Okay. You can contact your mom. She will pick up the phone and say, hello?
You're okay.
Rain, honey, is that you?
Yeah?
I haven't heard from you in a while.
Has everything been going on okay over there?
Everything is as fine as it could be. I heard that I've been watching the news. It looks like there's a ton of things going on around in the Citadel. You're not by any chance around there, are you? If you are, I would recommend that you stay away.
Fortunately, I am. I have to ask you about something.
All right.
A few days ago, I found out about Dad.
Oh. I see.
What was she like? Do you know anything about her?
Her name was Diana. And she was exactly what I needed from her, and I was exactly what she needed at the time. We ended up seeing each other, and we cared for each other, and well, it just ended up not working out at the end. I'm not really sure what else to say about it. Was she a good person? I'd like to believe so. Was she a good person for me? For a time, yes, but probably not forever.
Gotcha. Well, I do want to tell you that uh, she kind of clears her throat a little bit. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything, but there's something happening, and Cerberus might not be in power for much longer.
Oh,
And you might want to mobilize the rest of the Takais and the Asari people and get them ready just in case.
I have a feeling that you can't tell me very much. That for a mother is very disconcerting.
I'm not so sure how secure this comm channel is, but screw it. We're planning a coup. I can't stand people living in fear anymore.
I understand.
And if you want to help, you can, but I'm not going to ask you to.
I see. Thank you for calling me, Rain.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. And I'm very proud of you. I always have been and I always will.
Thanks.
Of course.
I'll see you soon, okay?
I'll see you soon. Goodbye, my love, she says as she hangs up.
And Rain will kind of cover her face and start crying.
I guess any of the other characters could pass by while she's crying.
I'll do it. Out of character. Spells. What is she like kneeling down to
She's leaning
onto
against
the
a wall. She's leaning against a wall and she has her eyes covered.
I know how to juggle. Quinn will materialize out of nowhere.
She's just gonna keep sobbing.
I could tell you a story. I can do many things. But one thing I'm not very good at is talking.
She's alive. And
Who?
I didn't think she would be.
Then these should be times for joy. First, soon you will fight to make sure she stays alive, and we will win. But this isn't that simple, is it?
I haven't talked to her in years. And all this time I put her in danger.
I did this. I haven't talked to Neha in years. But this is nothing compared to your situation. For I felt I always failed Neha. While you feel you have endangered her. Your ma. Whoever this woman is to you.
She's my mom. I
Oh,
only
you
ever
mean-
wanted her to be proud of me.
Of course. Every child just wants to make their parent proud. But you actually have the opportunity. I never had the opportunity to make my parents proud. So you should rejoice. For you will lead a revolution and free a galaxy. And not only freeing this galaxy, you will lead to the defeat of the threat of all galaxies.
She'll take a steadying breath. I didn't know it, but I killed Tibbs. And he probably... And
You didn't. Tadashi did. And he will pay for his crimes. But he can't pay if he's dead. They say he'll never wake up. but I have faith that one day he will. And that day, he'll give me answers. He'll answer for everything he did. He'll give me an explanation. And then he will live with whatever he's done, behind bars or on death row. But one thing I assure you, he will answer for what he's done.
I cared for him, you know? Maybe a little
Tibbs?
too much. No, Tadashi.
In a romantic sense?
I think it was starting to get there, yeah.
Then I really am the worst person to talk about this. A sorry, Florian, human thrall Krogan. I have absolutely no attraction to any species or any gender in the galaxy. Nihas says it's because I hit my head when I was young.
She'll kind of give a sort of a huff, sort of a laugh, but not really. I guess my crushes just aren't meant to work out. Not right now.
War is a troubled time, and life is a troubled sea of problems. But a poet I once said, life is bullshit, then you die. But I disagree. The bullshit is just the bumps. Life is you getting back up.
I heard a similar quote once. It's one I'm apparently named after.
And what is that?
Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain.
A good quote. Look, Rain, I have hated your guts. To be honest, I still sort of do. But over the years, I have come to the realization, well, over our little adventure, I mean, I've come to understand you a bit. And while I still don't like everything you do or you are about, I can say that I do respect you.
She's going to rub her eyes and turn to you and say, "Alright, who are you and what have you done with Quinn?"
There it is. I am the son of a bitch who is about to smack you.
But Salo beat you to it.
Let's all beat me to it. I'm also the son of a bitch who's gonna fight by your side and win the war. With you trailing along, trying to keep up.
She's going to get a small smirk and raise out her fist and say, "You better not die."
And he'll, he'll grab your fist like a power high five.
Mm-hmm.
Same to you.
Salo will cautiously approach wherever Meridi is.
Meridi is probably in a one of the offices, and she's got a lot of blueprints and plans and schematics on power armor and other things like that. And she hardly notices you when you come in. Oh, Salo, sorry, dear. I didn't see you come in.
Yes, it looks like that we're about to go start the final battle here.
Yes, and I heard about what happened to Tibbs too.
Yes, I'm very sorry for the loss.
I feel really bad not only for those people here, but Darren especially.
Yes, it's very unfortunate. I liked Tadashi.
You mean
I
Tibbs?
well, yeah, no, I liked Tadashi,
Mm-hmm.
and it was troubling to learn that he did all of that. I didn't know Tibbs. I never met Tibbs.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Tibbs.
Yeah. It was very unfortunate to see that he had betrayed us.
Yeah, she says, I can't imagine. I can imagine that. She gets up and she walks towards you and she says, "You look like you needed a hug," and she gives you a hug.
Thank you. I did. Meridi,
Yes, dear.
this is difficult for me here. I've spent a lot of my life taking care of my family and what little I had left, and been running from many things and haven't had the opportunity to do a lot of the things that people get to do. So when if I come back from this, I would very much like to go out for a bite to eat with you sometime.
She sort of laughs and says, "Salo," she says, "I would absolutely love that. I think that would be wonderful."
And forgive me if I'm being too bold. And then I will remove my face mask and kiss her.
Oh.
Finally, Solo getting.
She will be semi surprised, but she will lean in as well and give you a. She's Meridi's a very good kisser. Let me say, very good kisser. Now let me ask you this, Salo: is this your first kiss, or have you
Yes.
had your first kiss already? Okay, better than you could have ever imagined. Just better than you could ever imagined. She definitely is a very good kisser, and probably a good amount of time passes. Like it's sort of like that wasn't probably the first kiss. If it was Meridian, it would be several more after that. But after you break off finally, you feel very warm inside. And surprisingly, normally when you take off your suit, you feel warm inside in a very feverish sort of way. This is totally different from that, totally opposite. And it's like the endorphins are like fighting all of the
Any
whatever
bacteria.
any bacteria that's happening, and Meridi like gives your places a hand carefully on your cheek before you put your helmet back on, and she says, "Salo, did anybody ever tell you that you are twice as handsome without your helmet?"
You're the first. Well, my mother.
That doesn't count, dear, she says. And if it did, then you and I have a lot to talk about. That might be a little bit of a problem, she says. No, Salo, you are very sweet, and you are such a gentleman, and I definitely am looking forward to sharing some food with you.
Me too.
Hold on, she says, and she goes over to her to a chest that she has nearby, and she pulls out something. This is a little bit something that I was working on in case I saw you again. It should fit underneath your suit. It'll give you a little bit of added protection, and she'll give you what looks like a very nice think Under Armour, I guess, under armor to wear underneath your suit, and it will actually provide you with an additional 2 to your damage reduction when you wear this under your suit.
Awesome.
It's very form-fitting, it's very sleek, and she says it also doubles as a nice a suit that you could wear comfortably to bed at night too, like a nightgown kind of.
Or pajamas.
It almost feels, it's very comfortable if you ever put it on. It's like a second skin. Very, very super comfortable, super flexible.
Thank you, Meredy.
It's a prototype, but I'm hoping to be able to make a new line of these things for our soldiers.
That would be great.
I would love to see you model them for me at some point, she says with a grin.
We'll see if we can work something out.
She laughs, and then she wraps her arms around you. She gives you another hug.
Sella will return it.
Okay. Sweet. Very sweet. All right. Let's move on to the battle. So, you guys fortunately made a number of choices that just made your battle a heck of a lot more easier, and by that extension, probably faster. So, your mission is to destroy a satellite that is essentially sending out indoctrination waves throughout the area.
At this point, has the gate been opened and the Reapers are coming through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, this is how we're going to do this. One of you is going to be controlling the Normandy. You also have a small fleet of 5 Quarian warships, 5 Asari warships, and 8 Alliance ships. Okay? Now, space combat, I've made it a lot simpler, so hopefully this will go a lot faster. I don't know if you're able to click on the tokens at all, like each of the individual ships. If not, I can help keep track of things for you. Because you guys were able to send the Elusive Man false information, there are going to be far less ships that are going to respond to this attack. So I am going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the ships out of the 7 that would have come to defend this are gone. They're all gone. So in addition to that, you guys will be able to do a good amount of damage to the satellite before the ships can get to you. The satellite will have 50% of its health already depleted by the time we start the initiative. And I will give you guys the opportunity to place your ships however you want around the satellite. So if Spells wants to ping where he wants to put the Normandy, he can. And then we can maneuver your other ships wherever it is you want. So the Quarian ships can move. Alright, the Normandy's over there.
Yep.
Alright. Why don't, Quentin, go ahead and ping places where you want to put the Quarian ships when we start this.
Okay, which one are the Quarian ships?
The broad ones.
The broader
broader
ones. Okay. Okay.
So that big
fine.
thing in the middle is the Citadel, right? Or the satellite?
The big thing in the middle is the satellite.
Okay.
Yes, that's what you're trying to destroy. And half of its hit points is already out. So Quentin, show me where you want to move your ship.
All right.
At the beginning of the initiative.
At the beginning of the battle.
Knowing
Jesus.
that, so I'll give you a hint. Knowing that the ships are coming, the resistance from the Geth, it's actually Geth ships, are coming from this direction.
Yeah.
And Sovereign is coming from this direction, but it's going to take time for Sovereign to get there because, again, you guys were able to fool the Elusive Man. So he won't be there for a while, but he is coming from this direction.
All right. So I want my ships to be more over this way.
All right, so I'm going to
This
move them over
quadrant.
here. Okay. All right. right, and let me know if this is sufficient. And then Faith, where do you want the Asari ships to be?
You're missing
I
one
guess
of the
on the-
Quarian ships, by the way. There you go.
I guess on the other side, flanking it. Like on
You want the
side.
Asari ships on the other side? Okay. All right. So you will meet the Geth fighters first. It looks like, which actually isn't a bad idea because of all of the ships, the Asari ships have the most defense. They're not very offensive, but because of their technology with barriers, they're able to withstand more damage.
Okay.
So. Okay. Does that look fine?
Yeah.
How about the Alliance ships? Where do you want me to move the Alliance ships, Quinn?
Diva. I would like this cluster of 4 here,
Mm-hmm.
surrounding the Normandy.
Yep.
Surrounding the
Surrounding the Normandy. Okay.
These 4 will be protecting this flank.
Okay. So they will probably be the first line of defense against Sovereign when he appears.
Can I also make an appeal for anything with Perseus?
This pretty much is Perseus.
Okay.
These are like the forces. This is Perseus.
We could just we could
essentially.
just say this is Perseus.
Because I mean, they're all doing
Different
other stuff
races.
with the other
Yeah.
parts of the coup too.
Yeah. This is effectively Perseus. I just said Quarian and Asari because
That's the ships you had. So
that's the ships that we had. So this is effectively Perseus if you want to see it that way. That's fine.
I would like to headcanon that Aurora helped Rain and sent the
Okay.
guys, honestly. But that's just me.
That's fine. We can say that that's what happened. Okay. So, everybody roll initiative. All right. So Sovereign hasn't appeared yet, but there are a bunch of Geth forces that have arrived to try to shoot down some of your ships. So we're going to start at the top with the Normandy. So the Normandy has a clean shot at the satellite. If you want to hit the satellite.
Yeah, she's going to hit the satellite, and she's going to radio into the Asari fleet to tell them keep those Geth fighters off us.
Okay.
Roger that.
So you just have to roll 1d10.
Okay, 1d10.
That's all you have to do.
2.
You do hit, and you deal, and you hit 2 points of damage to the satellite. So now the satellite is done, and now we go to the Quarian ships. So you have 5 Quarian ships. So first of all, Salo, go ahead and roll 5d10, and you need to make sure that none of them go above 8.
Hang
Roll
on.
5d10.
Hang on, the satellite's destroyed already?
No, it just took 2 damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was done. I was like, dang, I didn't take much.
No.
Okay.
It just took 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like you have 3 hits. 3 hits. So if you want to, you can hit all 3 of them at the satellite, or you can try to hit some of the Geth ships too. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll take 2 to the satellite and a pot shot at a Geth ship.
Okay. 2 to the satellite and then a pot shot to the Geth ship. All right. Next, we go to the Asari, I believe. So roll 5d10, and you want to not go over a 6. 5d10.
I can't wait until everyone sees this finale.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got all but 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 4 hits. So who do you want those 4 hits? You can divide it up between the satellite and the ships if you want.
I'll take 3 on the Geth fighters and 1 on the satellite.
3 on the Geth fighters. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1 on the satellite. Okay? Alright. Then we come to the Alliance fleet. So the Alliance fleet, I think, is the 4 that are facing Sovereign are just.
That's the defensive line.
Right, defensive line. So the other 4, you can roll 4d10 if you want them to fire at the satellite.
Yeah, before that, I'm gonna radio Faith, focus all power on those Geth. Sovereign is closing in. Salo,
I'll keep them off you guys.
deploy one of your ships to finish off the Geth as quickly as possible. We're gonna need everyone on Sovereign if we have any hope of surviving this.
Roger, Dodger.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll 4d10s to see how many of them hit.
1, 2, 3,
7
4.
or a... Don't go over a 7, otherwise those miss.
Oh dear lord!
Oh, come
One,
on.
2, 3.
So I'm just gonna do the first 4.
Yeah.
So the first one, the second one, and the fourth one are a miss. So the only one managed to hit.
Oh,
But it does 2 damage.
All shots on the satellite, by the way.
Okay. But however, it does 2 damage. So you still did 2 damage to the satellite. Very good. Okay. Very good. The Geth fighters, all 3 of them, are going to roll. That is 2 hits. So the Asari will soak up hits, which isn't going to be very much. All right. And then we're back to the Normandy. You believe, by the way, that Sovereign will be here after the end of this round. After this round, he will be here.
Well, let's move, people.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on, Jokers. Let's pump as much into this baby as we can.
All right, roll a d10.
Or, I rolled a d8.
Yeah, roll a d10.
5.
5, that's enough to hit. So you deal 2 damage to the satellite.
I thought the Normandy was 3, but wasn't it? Alright, whatever.
The Normandy is... I have 2.
Okay,
I
go
have
ahead.
2 here.
And as God, his roll is the only one that matters.
Yeah, I know. I was just questioning.
Okay. And then we go back to the Quarian fleet. If you want to move any of your ships, you're welcome to move them.
Yeah, I'd like to break off 3 of them to deal with the Geth.
Okay, 3 of them will move over here to the Geth, I guess.
Alright.
Are you happy with their position there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And so here those 3s roll against the Geth.
We have
2 hits.
3 hits, it looks like.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 3 hits.
It's
3
below
hits.
8 or below.
Oh,
Okay.
And then the 2 against the satellite.
Damn, those Quarians are marksmen.
You managed to take out one of the Geth ships.
Sweet. 2 more.
And then 2 more to the satellite. Okay. Nice. Okay. Moving on to the Asari. We have 2 Geth ships and Sovereigns coming to that corner.
I think I'm gonna have 3 of them focus on the Geth and the other 2 on the satellite.
Okay.
Okay,
So do the first 3 against the Geth. First 3 against the Geth. 3d10.
hits to me.
Yep, got them all.
All hits. So you actually take out all of the... You manage to take out all of the Geth with that. And then the other 2...
Yeah.
Aim for the satellite. 1 hit.
Sweet.
1 hit on the satellite. Okay.
Haha,
Alliance
taking
fleet.
care of 'em. Nice.
4
satellite and
shots.
Sovereign.
4d10s to fire at the satellite.
So I'm guessing the other 4 are holding their action, and as soon as Sovereign shows up,
as
they're
soon
gonna
as Sovereign
immediately
shows
fire.
up, they're gonna fire. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
one hell of a greeting.
Yep.
Okay, actually, I want to move these 2. The ones on the left flank, our left flank of Normandy, I want to move these 2 in,
Yeah.
not those, into the defensive line.
Okay.
Actually, I want them up like this,
Okay.
and after that I will so only 2Ds firing at the satellite, and the other 6 holding their turn for Sovereign.
Okay. 2d10s. Go ahead.
And
That looks like 2 hits. 2 hits. So
How much
2 hits.
HP does the satellite have?
a lot.
What? A lot.
Ah.
And I will radio to everyone in very dramatic fashion. Everyone brace yourselves, here he comes. Normandy, stay behind the defensive line. Fine, Quarians, move to support the Asari on the right flank.
There's Sovereign.
Left flank.
Okay. So, before Sovereign has a chance to attack, you immediately pelt him with 3d10s from the Alliance fleet. 6d10s. 6d10s.
All of them.
Dang, all of them hit.
Wow. Okay.
Am I
So
looking
that's-
below 7?
Or is that 8 or below?
I'm aiming for below 7, so that's 1 miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 1 minute. So that's
I am
11.
honest.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay. 10. Sovereign is going to... He gets to attack twice.
Oh no, we're playing 50!
2 hits. He 2 hits, and Sovereign does... he does 3 damage. So he takes out 1 Alliance fleet member and another Alliance fleet
Uh-oh.
member.
Guys, we need to be careful here.
Now, so it looked he can. So the Geth Sovereign is able to take out any ship in 1 hit, with the exception of the Normandy and the Asari fighters. Just so you know.
Uh-oh. Everybody, be careful.
Normandy, you're up.
She's gonna have them flank around to like this side,
Give me a ping.
like
Okay.
bank over here,
there.
and then
Okay.
shoot at the satellite, and then radio to the others. It's like the satellite's not going anywhere, and it's not shooting us. Are you sure I shouldn't help over there?
I was radioing for everyone to join in, so I don't know why everyone is still worried about the satellite.
Well, no, you said to hide behind the defensive line.
Yeah, but I wasn't emphasizing the.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, then I
default.
guess I can just go over.
Well, then, once we get done.
I can
So
just-
you fire one at the satellite with your question.
Yeah, fire 1 at the satellite with your question, and then you can move over to attack him if you'd like. And I think that's a hit. Okay.
Yep.
So 2 more damage. All right, the Quarians are up. Now that Sovereign has appeared.
Yes, the Quarians are all going to try to navigate to a place where both, 1, they can see and shoot Sovereign, and 2, they can be not in the front lines of that.
So I guess these ships will fly over here. And then these ships will fly over here. Remember, this is 3-dimensional space, so
Yeah.
you guys will be able to not hit each other.
As out of character, is there a way as I can use biotics in space?
No,
No.
Oh.
No.
Aw.
Loon might
Um,
be able to with an upgrade, but I doubt it. He'd probably be the only one.
Yeah, I'm gonna because the Quarian ships did move a decent amount to get into position. I'll let you guys fire in your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the Asari get to go next. Are the Asari going to turn around and try to attack
Yeah.
Sovereign? Okay. So the Sovereign will move over here to get into the front line because they can probably take a few hits.
the
If
Asari.
Sovereign. The Asari can, if Sovereign decides to hit them.
Okay.
And...
Because, I don't think we have a
Ah,
sovereign.
come on. Exploding.
So...
Well,
that's
3 of them hit.
5.
3 of them hit.
3 of them hit. So 3 hit points against Sovereign. Okay. The Alliance fleet. There are now 6 left. The 2 over here is going to take some time to get over there. So I will say that only 4 of the Alliance fleet can hit Sovereign right now.
I would
So
agree.
roll 40
I
to-
would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would prefer to keep them by the north. These 2
Hmm.
by the Normandy, like here.
Okay.
Thank you.
As a screen shield. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Everyone,
So 40...
forget the satellite. Just hit him.
That's what
Okay.
we're doing.
I have an idea.
Okay, 40-10 if you want to fire at him.
Everyone focus on one point, and I would like to mark it somewhere.
Sure.
Mark one of his guns.
I would actually prefer to mark one of the shell here.
I was about to say the
Point of
underbelly
wall.
might be better to mark,
Sure.
like where the laser comes out.
Well, it doesn't matter where, as long as it is at one point. And
Okay,
Quinn
that's
is going
fine.
to be moving his personal ship, which I will assume is one of the ones with the Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to power down all of the guns on that one and power only his shields.
Okay.
And now the 4D.
Okay, 4D.
So are the
Okay.
PCs on different ships? Is that what it is or not?
Or are they all on the same ship?
I assumed you guys were on the Normandy, but if Quinn wants to be in a separate ship, that's fine.
Okay, well then, actually it works well. He's going to tell everyone, Alliance, hold your ground. We die. There's no place to run. We either die here, or we die like cowards. Some inspirational speech.
Okay.
And he's going to hijack a fighter
Okay.
Uh-oh.
from the Normandy
Okay.
and go out.
Okay. Okay.
All right then.
As running. And now my 4D. Dang it. Sorry. 4D, all hits.
Nice.
Alright. So that's 8 damage. Nice. Alright. Sovereign.
Why is it every time I hear the name Sovereign, I think of the Inception noise?
Because that's the Reaper
The Reaper
length.
noise.
Yeah.
Sovereign is going to take down one of the fighters. He hits one of the Asari, but that Asari ship is still holding on because of their defenses. Good job. Normandy.
Firing at Sovereign.
Okay.
Is everyone firing at that single point I pointed?
Yeah, she'll. I'm sure Joker will be able to angle it.
Okay.
at Normandy.
Quarian ships. 5d10. How many of those hit? All of them? Oh,
Four.
Four of them. So that's 4 more hits. Okay, Sovereign's looking pretty bad. Asari ships.
1, 2, 3.
2?
Three of them. Oh, two of them, sorry.
2 of them. Okay. And then it looks like we have 3 Alliance ships.
Yep. And Quinn's fighter.
Okay.
First, they're all going to hit the marker, and then I'm going to make an appeal with Angel.
Okay.
I'll hit the specific point.
Okay.
I would like Quinn to try to board Sovereign.
That's going to be very difficult. Roll me a piloting skill check, please. Do you have piloting?
Yep.
All right.
I boosted it with that 47 hit points you got me.
Okay. Roll, please.
Let's see that roll. I'm interested to see what Quinn has planned.
Same here.
26. I'll say that you'll be able to land on Sovereign.
On
Sovereign will move up to here, and it'll allow Quinn a chance to land on Sovereign. I don't think Sovereign is going to notice right away. And Sovereign is going to do he's going to send out some homing missiles from his abdomen, firing 5 shots to several ships around him. This is very close range, otherwise he wouldn't be able to do this. 4 of the shots hit. So, takes out 1 Asari ship and another Alliance fighter. Okay. Then we get to the Normandy.
Does Rain know that Quinn went and boarded Sovereign?
Does Rain know?
Like, that's my question. Should I make a perception?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be a smart idea.
I wasn't sure you were going to allow it, Angel. So I was speaking in very. I was waiting to be shot down.
You
Well, not
might
literally, but
You might be shot down. You just boarded a ship that everybody's firing at, so you might be shot down.
Is there any particular? Is it just? Do you want me to just roll raw perception?
Yeah, roll perception.
I was gonna say you could argue investigation or something.
11.
No,
I don't
you have no
think-
idea. You have no
I
idea.
didn't think I would with all the explosions going on. So she's
Yep.
just gonna.
you'll hear Quinn shout over the radio. Keep hammering that specific point. Quinn is
Okay.
just fairly close to that point, and in case you haven't figured it out, I want a hole punched in Sovereign's armor so Quinn can get in.
Okay.
She's next to Joker and saying, "All right, you heard the crazy Quarian. Shoot that bitch."
All right.
9.
I think that's a miss. All
Unfortunately.
right. Unfortunately, Quarian ships. 5 of you are still left.
2 hits.
3 hits.
Oh, 3 hits. Sorry. I keep missing.
All right. There are 4 Asari ships left.
Jess.
4
I'll
hits.
Oh, okay.
All right. At that point, Sovereign's systems start to shut down, and it's looking like it's shut down, but it's still alive. It's gonna take some time for it to start to regain its systems again. It seems like it's trying to repair itself rapidly. During that time, it can't fire at anything.
So there's can we say there's now
Hole in it.
a path?
Yeah, there's a big hole. Yeah, there's a big hole in it.
Okay, well then. Okay, everyone, stop firing. Destroy that satellite,
Okay.
and all alliance ships. These two, will turn
Mhm.
and shoot at this.
Okay.
That would be
Go ahead, Alliance. Go ahead, Alliance ships. That'll be 4 more hits.
All hits.
All hits. The Alliance fleet fire at the satellite, and there's a big giant explosion as the satellite gets ripped apart. Debris starts flying everywhere.
Oh, that's why it took. Huh.
And before my turn ends, I would like to radio everybody. If Sovereign so much as blinks, destroy it. It's been an honor. Tamiha, I hope I fulfill my promise. And inside Sovereign he goes.
Okay. What does he do inside Sovereign?
He's going to walk up to the big brain thing, like
Okay.
when we found the derelict Reaper. I'm assuming there's something like that in there.
I'll allow you to find it. Yes, I'll allow you to find it. Go ahead. And then what do you do?
I would like to see if I can talk to Sovereign.
You will attempt. What do you say to Sovereign?
Great creature of death and destruction. I desire a converse with this would-be god.
The Sovereign does not respond. You're not sure if it's because it's purposely not responding or it's because it's spending too much of its resources repairing itself.
During that, Rain is going to suggest everybody surround the ship, and she's going to curse and be like, "What the hell is that idiot doing?"
That's fine. We can surround the ship. I can move the map so that Sovereign is over here, and you guys can surround him. You can, based on what you can tell, Sovereign should be back and functioning again in, we'll say, 5 more rounds.
She also wants Joker to fly in close enough to try and get Quinn out of there.
Quinn, if you're gonna keep trying to talk to Sovereign, he's not gonna respond to you. And again, you don't know if it's because it's not able to or it's because it's ignoring you.
I will radio for the Alliance fleet. Fire a warning shot.
Roll a d10 and see if it's over a 7 for the Alliance fleet, Quinn.
It hits. I will say, Understand, God of death and destruction, I am. I hold your fate. For once in your eternal existence of fear and destruction, you will fear me and you will converse with me. And I will give a shock to its core. You know, like Omni Tool shock to
Okay.
it.
They're gonna
Like
crystal
Noah's
shock
Ark?
the core.
Crystal shock the core. Roll a shock, like whatever you normally roll for your shock. That's high.
That is
Yep,
high.
yep, yep, yep.
Definitely
That is
high.
So you send a surge of electricity right into the core, and Sovereign from the outside starts to spaz out a little bit. And what specifically are you trying to do with this shocking? You said you're not trying to
I'm trying to get his attention on me. I want him to talk to me.
Okay, so if you want him to talk to you, then your goal is to make him talk to you. Then what your shocking did is it jump-started his ability to repair himself. So he regains some of his hit points back. He's now conscious because he wasn't conscious before. He's regained a bunch of his hit points back, and now he's going to talk to you.
Thanks,
And
man.
he says,
Foolish creature, for reawakening me. Your friends will die, and once again it will be your fault.
Is there a way, are there like gravity boots to stand on something, by the way?
There probably are.
There are
Rain-
in game.
Rain's gonna ask Joker if he can fly above Sovereign, and she's going to, while she's like out on top of the Normandy surfing it, she's going to grab the biggest piece of debris from the satellite she can find, like biotically, and just hold it above Sovereign.
okay.
I want a chance to converse with him, but Quinn came here with a backup plan. Will you allow?
Well, they don't know any of this.
Yeah.
So, they don't know any of this. So, whatever you're doing with Sovereign, do it now. Because otherwise, he's about to fire at your friends now.
And what will you do when you destroy us? Will you go back to your eternity of servitude?
He says,
I have no interest in conversing with you. Your species is done here.
and he'll fire at your friends. Once again, since everybody's up close, he's going to roll another 5d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more hits. Another Asari ship
can I
goes
make
down.
it
A Quarian ship goes down. Yeah, go ahead. What do you need to do?
Quinn came here with a bomb
Yep. Okay.
on him.
You can set it off if you want.
Very well. Then know that my pathetic creature with my pathetic race is what killed you. He's going to grapple directly onto the core, and he's going to set off the bomb on him with him. Quinn's dead.
And at the same time, like whenever you're doing this, Rain is going to throw the giant piece of debris like a spear down Harbinger's head.
Okay.
Or it's not Harbinger, it's Sovereign, but Sovereign's head, just throw the giant piece of debris down as hard as you can.
You throw a big giant spear down towards Sovereign's head, and it penetrates through, because of the explosion internally from Sovereign's head. There's all through its body, flames start to whip up through Sovereign, and between the puncture into his head and the internal bomb inside of him, the entire ship
Goes boom.
goes boom.
And Rain is going to try and look for Quinn through the debris, if she can.
Roll a perception. You won't find any traces of Quinn, except you'll find his ninjato blade
It's called
floating
Gray Edge.
Yes, floating in space.
She's going to use pull on it to pull it over to her.
You can easily do that.
That idiot. Rain will take the ninjato back into the Normandy and just kind of hold it up to everybody.
Yeah, Salo and Faith are still on the Normandy, so I don't know if they react to her with the blade.
Dad's such an idiot.
Nilu says, he made a sacrifice though, and one that was able to help us win this fight.
That's true.
He was an idiot, but he was
Agreed.
our idiot.
Yeah.
And he was one that was supposed to survive.
We all knew going in there'd be casualties. We just didn't know who they would be.
I would not inform Niha just yet. Maybe
Not until after
afterwards.
it's over.
So shall we join the rest of the fight?
Well, if Quinn isn't gonna let me kick his ass, then I'm just gonna have to kick a lot of ass for him.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, what's going to happen now, because you have 4 Alliance ships, 3 Asari ships, and 4 Qunari ships, 4 Quarian ships left, those ships will be available to join the main and Bravo squad during the space fight in their finale. So they will be able to join in after I think you guys did that in like 10 rounds. If you include all of the time that was spent talking to all the time that was spent inside of Sovereign. So after a minute or 10 rounds, you guys will be able to join Alpha, Bravo, and Main Squad with the fight. So